Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we are back here on Pokemon Showdown today for another live in the OU tier. We're going to be featuring Mega Absol today with a mixed set with knockoff Sucker Punch, Fire Blast, Force Scissor, and Ferrothorn, and then Ice Beam to hit landorus-t and Zygarde. So this is great because Magic Bounce prevents the opponent from getting up hazards, so that way you can make sure that your Blacephalon does not take 25% when it comes in. So that's pretty cool. We have Scarf Blacephalon, which is one of the win conditions. These three mons are usually the ones that are going to be winning for you. The Double Dance Mew with Nasty Plot and Rock Polish, and then the Dragon Dance Coil Zygarde. So hopefully the team can work out. We have a nice Volt Turn car going on right here with U-Turn, landorus-t, and Magearna. So let's go ahead and find a match. As usual, if you guys are new, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It would really help out. And I'm going to be hosting a lot more lives since it is 2018 now. And this background will also be in the description. I really like it. There's a little watermark right here, but I will post the link in the description anyway. So let's go ahead and get this battle right now. I need to find out whether it's Scarf Gengar, because if it's not, then my Mega Absol can outspeed that and knock off it. And we pretty much get free knockoffs for the entire match. The Diancie is probably the most problematic lead for me, so I think I want to lead off with something that does well against that, which is my Magearna. So we do catch the Diancie right away, and I think Volt Switch is a fine play right here. He'll probably Earth Power, yeah, but he figures out that we're Assault Vest, but that's totally fine. We're going to Volt Switch out of there, and now we can bring in our Scarf Blacephalon. And pretty much just going to go right back out into Magearna. And if I am Scarf, he knows that I can't knock him out from this range, so I can't really stay on right here. I doubt Scarf Shadow Ball does enough. I know it won't, but I guess I'll open up a Calc anyway. And check that out. I mean, I guess I'll cancel till I find that out. If I do knock him out, then great. If it's a roll, I'll probably just go for it. Max Speed Timid against this Diancie right here. I need to put in Shadow Ball. We're definitely not doing... we actually could, but you would have to be minus def, which I'm not really expecting. Do I need Magearna for anything else? Not really. So I'm just going to go right back out into it. Hopefully he Diamond Storms. He actually goes Chansey, which is totally fine. I'm just going to Volt Switch out right here. And then I'm going to go Landorus, just not wanting to take a T-Wave. He could Toxic though, that could be a little bit annoying. I don't really have a switch in though, my switch in would be Absol. I'm just gonna go Landorus, and hopefully he T-Waves over Toxicking. He actually just throws up the rocks, so not sure if he I'm just gonna do the same. He goes right back out into Diancie, so you know, what would you expect? I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake right here. We don't even live that. Wow. This is pretty bad. I'm going to go back out into my Magearna right here. If I Earthquaked right there, which I nearly did, but I figured hazards are a lot more important. Not even though, because he doesn't really have a lot of hazard weak mons, but I'm going to go for the Volt Switch right here, as finally he's in range of my Absol, so I can go out into that, and just... Is he even in range? I'm just going to go... Okay, I need to figure out a win condition right here, and I think that win condition is my Zygarde pretty easily. So, assuming my Zygarde can win, this is the one thing that's like in between that, so I'm going to go back out into Magearna right here, and he's going to knock me out right here, which is totally fine. And now I can go out into my Mew, and he's probably going to switch out. Actually, definitely he's going to switch out. I'm just going to go for the Nasty Plot, I think. Wow, didn't really expect him to stay in, because I was expecting a Nasty Plot on that switch right there, but now he's going to knock me out too. I'm just going to go Blacephalon and click this Shadow Ball now. Finally get rid of that Diancie, so now my Zygarde can probably win the match, which is important. I'm actually just going to switch right out into Absol right now, I think. Actually, I'm going to go Zygarde on a Toxic, which he unfortunately misses, which is going to give me an opportunity to set up right here. So we're going to Dragon Dance up. Actually, I kind of want to knock him off first. So yeah, we're going to do this, and then we're going to go for the knockoff right here. He goes Hard Celesteela, so this is why we have the Fire Blast right here. Hopefully it'll do a good amount. It does. And pretty much right here, I can go right back out into Zygarde, I think. Yep. It looks like a good play to me. I don't want to get Leech Seeded. That is something to keep in mind. I'm just going to go for the 1,000 Arrows to knock him out. I don't really want to take a Leech Seed right now. The problem is that then the Guard Champ can come back in right after, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance first on the Elite Seed, which sucks for sure because he might have... Let's go for the 1,000 Arrows. Hopefully he doesn't have Protect. He doesn't, so we're going to knock that. We don't even knock him out. This is pretty bad. Really should have played better on the Diancie, that was for sure. Good, but he's going to go out into his Chansey right here, which is pretty much setup fodder. I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance right now. Our Figgy Berry is going to activate, and then maybe we can make something happen. So we got our Figgy Berry back. Now I'm going to go for the 1,000 Arrows. And maybe we can win. I would have to Oko the Garchomp though, which is definitely not happening. So we knocked that thing out, which is great, but I don't think I have enough turns. We knock out Chansey. It's gonna... you will get knocked out right here. It got out of there, but now we lose to Chansey, I think. Yeah, we definitely lose to Chansey right there. It's not a great game one, but we can bounce back from that. Hopefully, it was really those Deontay plays that messed me up. But this is a match where Scarf Blacephalon easily wins, actually. So I'm gonna lead off with my landorus-t, I think. Well, we need landorus-t healthy for that, so I'm actually gonna lead off with my Mew. Mew's a totally fine lead right here. If he leads off with the Kartana, it could be Z Bloom Noom. If he leads off with the Kartana, I'll probably go hard Megearna. I don't really need it for anything. It doesn't want to take a hit from the Koko, the Zygarde, the Altaria if it is physical with Earthquake, or the Heatran. So I'm definitely going to lead off with my Mew right here. Let's go ahead and start timer. We should be able to live in Electrium Z from this, but I'm going to go hard Landorus just in case I don't. It actually just goes right for the U-turn, so we get a bit of chip damage off on that thing. And I'm curious to see what he decides to bring in now. Maybe the Mantine, maybe the Zygarde? The Altaria. So I don't want this thing Dragon Dancing up, so I'm going to go for the U-turn, as that is exactly what he does. I can go hard Absol right now, or I can go Blacephalon. This is hard. I think I'm actually going to go Blacephalon, and I'm going to double back to Landorus. Landorus is fine right now. He might expect me to stay in, which is exactly why I'm doing this. So yeah, he goes for the Earthquake. Now I'm just going to throw off an Earthquake of my own, I think. Yeah, I don't know. He's not going to Oko me with anything. Why is he... Unless he crits me with a return, which would just suck pretty badly. We actually get a crit ourselves. Wow. But our Earthquake's doing over half, so I don't know what he's trying to do. Yeah, he's not gonna recover on us. He can't stall us out of this. And eventually I will crit him again, or get higher rolls. Goes hard Mantine, and I'm just going to throw up the rocks right now just so to make sure that the Altaria doesn't switch back in, since that is the biggest threat to our team. So he goes right back out into the Altaria. I'm just going to Earthquake right here. And he just gave me rocks for no reason, pretty much, and I'm just going to knock that thing out. Not sure what he's trying to do. But we have our rocks up, and the Altaria is gone. He goes back out into Koko right here. I think Megearna is a fine play. As he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, and now I'm going to Volt Switch out in the terrain. I was going to Flare Cannon. I don't want the Zygarde coming in. But if Zygarde comes in, I can't... It's not going to set up anyway, because I do have the Flare Cannon right here. So let's see what he opts to do. I know we can live 1,000 arrows pretty easily. So he does make the smart Heatran play right after, but that's fine. We do have answers to this. I don't want to stay in. Actually, I'm just going to stay in. We don't break the Substitute, unfortunately, but I have no use for my Landorus. Well, actually, I do, because of the opposing Zygarde. So I'm actually just going to go here into my own Zygarde. And we're going to 1,000 arrows to break the Substitute right now. As he opts to do that, just 1,000 arrows again. If he switches out, then he definitely does not 1v1 me. I can try to Dragon Dance up here and win, maybe. It's not worth it just yet though. He goes hard Mantine. So unless he Scald Burns me, which I think should be fine either way. Unless he has Haze Mantine, is that a thing? He goes for the Roost. I'm gonna 1,000 arrows now. We'll see if he has the Haze. He has Toxic, so that I know we can deal with. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dance again, because he's gonna Roost stall me for sure right now. He goes hard Kartana. This kind of sucks because we're not going to get our Figgy Berry, and he actually outspeeds me. Well, I don't have enough speed for Scarf Kartana. How much speed is that? Kartana runs 317, so we need to hit over 500. How much are we at right now? We are at 104, yeah, so we want to take off a lot of this HP. Put that out over there, and now we should be good to go. Well, actually, I know that I just have to break its speed tier, so at +2 we should outspeed now, for sure. I know he's Scarfed into Leaf Blade, so my play here is Megearna. And I'm just going to go for the with the Volt Switch on the Heatran, and now I can probably try to go Mew and win, but I think it's kind of early. Mew's in the win condition, so I think I have to set up with Mew on the Mantine probably. So how do I lure that in? I'm gonna go Blacephalon right here, and then I'm going to Shadow Ball. If he stays in, that's totally fine. But we do lure in the Mantine, and we actually just knock it out. So now he's going to be forced to go Kartana and probably go for a knockoff. And actually, if he's Adamant Scarf, which I know he isn't, but he'll go obviously to this thing right now. He goes for the knockoff. I didn't even need that mon. So now I'll go out here into our Absol's a fine play. But once again, Magearna is too. Unfortunately, our setup fodder just got knocked out. Let's go here into our Magearna, I think. And let's go ahead and go right for the Volt Switch. Now I'm just going to go for the Flare Cannon, because once again, I know we live 1,000 arrows from this thing. Unless it's banded, but if it's banded, then we are totally fine anyway. He actually goes right for that, so now I'm going to go hard Landorus, because I don't want this thing setting up in front of me. So yeah, you can get your substitute up, but now you're really low. And my next HPS will knock you out, and you won't be able to do, even a crit won't do enough to knock me out right now. He actually gets his Figgy Berry, so that's a smart play, but he's still not going to be able to 1v1 me. And we do have Sucker Punch in the back if we really need it, so that's always nice. And I know we live a +1 hit from this, so I'm just going to go right here for the Earthquake to get that knockout, and we get that kill, which is great. So now if I just get a Rock Polish up, I win with my Mew. So he goes hard Kartana right now. I know he has to go for like a Leaf Blade or something along those lines, and we get free Volt Switches now. We might even live it. I doubt it though. I'm just gonna go Magearna. Goes for the knockoff, which is totally alright. I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch right here. And then I'm gonna try to set up with Mew on this Mon right now. So we're going to go hard into our Mew right now, and we're going to Rock Polish up and hopefully take the game. Maybe. So we got a Rock Polish up on the... Ooh, he's making mistakes. What are you doing, guy? I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot now on the Magma Storm, and now I'm going to Genesis Supernova for the kill, and we should be good to go. Because we can Genesis Supernova this, it will definitely knock it out at +2. So yeah, get out of there, and now we just Psychic the last 2 Mons and win. So, looks good to me, maybe? I don't think Scarf Coco outspeeds us, because it outspeeds Swampert by 1 point. So yeah, we knock that thing out, and we're going to knock out the... this won't live even without the terrain, for sure. It'll knock this thing out. And that is going to be that match. So we got a nice 4-0 win right there. I'm glad I recognized that Mew was our win condition from the start. Let's go ahead and find another match right here. Hopefully, this is another one that Mew can win, and Absol can do a bit of work tier 2. Knock off the Pex's leftovers or Rocky Helmet, or whatever it has, and hopefully be good to go. I do have to keep my Landorus healthy for the Mawile, so with all that in mind, I think our Magearna is a fine lead. He could lead off with the Celesteela, actually. Zygarde is another nice win condition, now that I look at it. So yeah, we're going to lead off with our Magearna, which is great against this Spawn. And he doesn't even have a Volt Switch in, so we're going to go right for that. And now we're going to go here hard into our Mew. And we are actually going to... Do I want to Genesis Supernova right away? I think I do. Because if anything, he'll stay in and try to beat Cheeky, but he does do exactly that, and we do knock it out right away, so that's good. Hex is gone right away, and we get a kill with Mew. I knew Mew wasn't going to win with all this, with his opposing Mew and the Mawile Sucker Punch and all that anyway. But I guess Psychic Terrain could help against the Sucker Punch, but who hits? That's a 100% accurate move. Who hits what? Genesis Supernova? It always hits. I don't know, but let's go ahead and ignore, and let's see what he decides to bring out next. Ideally, the Mawile, so we can Fire Blast that thing. Ideally, he forgets about the Psychic Terrain, goes Mawile, and tries to Sucker Punch me. That would be ideal. If Mawile comes out, I might just Psychic, because it is pretty strong in the terrain anyway, and we do get a stab boost too. Celesteela setup fodder. Hydreigon's probably what he should go out into. But he goes hard Bulu to set up the other terrain, so... good play. I'm gonna go here into... I could Nasty Plot, and then... I'm gonna Nasty Plot first, on the Nature's Madness, and now we're going to Fire Blast you away. Get out of here. That crit definitely did not matter. That's a +2 super effective hit. And now he has to choose another mon to bring in. He should have gone High Dragon first. I don't know what he's doing. He just gave me 2 kills. He's probably saying something in the chat right now. This is why I usually ignore if I don't know the opponent. But let's see what he decides to bring out next. It just forfeits, so great. We're going to go ahead and find another match right now. And now we're 2-1, so tough first game, but we've come back pretty well. Unfortunately, Absol didn't get to come out that time. I wanted to Fire Blast this Flamethrower this time, so I think what can win? Neither of these two can win because of the Tyranitar, so unless we get rid of that, these two are pretty much useless. I think our Zygarde's the best win condition this time around. Yeah, for sure. We do have to weaken the Finny, though. I think our Mew has a pretty safe lead. Because even if he leads off with Zard, it's probably a Zard Y. It could be Zard X, because it does have Sand right here. I'm just going to lead off with my Mew on the Zard, which I expected. And unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be in a pretty bad situation right here. I'm just going to Volt Switch. As it is Zard Y, we'll see if he connects. He does hit it, and we do live it because of our Assault Vest, so that's great. And now I can easily go Blacephalon right here. And I'm pretty much just going to double out, because I really am expecting the Tyranitar to come in. And I don't want to get Pursuit Trapped, so we're going to go Zygarde on the Tyranitar play. And once again, I think I want to switch out, because I don't want to take an Ice Punch on Zygarde. I would rather take it on Landorus and get up my rocks right now. This is totally fine. I got the rocks up that I wanted. And after this, I can bring out my... Well, we're going to HPS right now. He goes for the Wood Hammer and takes some recoils, so that's great. Now I can easily bring out my Blacephalon and click Fire Blast if I want to. But that's another win, the way we can win the match, so I definitely don't want to do that. I think I want to go Mew right here and go right for the Genesis Supernova. If it is Scarf Wood Hammer, I know we'll live it for sure. And this is setup fodder, so I kind of hope he lives. Well, actually, it's not setup fodder when the Tyranitar is still right there. And now he'll go... now I'm just going to Psychic for sure. I don't care if he goes Tyranitar and tries to Pursuit Trap me, because at the very least we'll get some damage off on this thing. He could just go for the Crunch. Yeah, I'm gonna try to sack my Mew right now, because I don't want to lose my Mew for no reason. And now we're gonna go hard into our Zygarde right here, and with that mon weakened, we can actually win with this. So yeah, we're gonna Dragon Dance right here, and then we're gonna start coiling up. I know we have enough speed for this now. Well, actually, no, we don't. We're going to put in more. We need to reach 274. So take off even more of this and produce 274 right there. And he goes for the Horn Leech, and we get our coil up, which is great. And we still have our Figgy Berry. Do I think +1 speed is enough for everything? It definitely is. So yeah, we're going to coil up again. And as long as he doesn't crit me right here, which he probably will, knowing my luck, we're going to coil again. And we do get our health back. Now we're going to Extreme Speed twice, I think. Because that's fine. Yeah, you'll probably die to +4,000 arrows. If it doesn't kill, then that sucks, because we're going to be in range of the Mimikyu, and I don't want to take a Leech Seed right here. The Gyro Ball won't do a lot, Power Whip won't do a lot. Really, all it can hit me with right here is the Leech Seed. I really should have... Nah, 1,000 arrows definitely was not the play right there, because he would have continued getting health back. Maybe it was, because I'm not sure the 1,000 arrows would KO because it's not affected by the grassy terrain, but either way, we'll see if this knocks him out. As it does, so that's great. And we look pretty good to go right now. Mimikyu has to come out and try to crit us, I think. That looks like his only option. Mimikyu and then crit us with the player off. And that would pretty much lose us the game, but ideally that doesn't happen. And we get off our hit right now. He actually misses it. That's funny. And he should just forfeit right here. He would have had to crit us anyway, because I know we live it at +3 defense, and we would have been good to go, because with the +1 speed, we would have outsped this Scarf Tyranitar, and even probably random Scarf Finny, even though I know it wasn't that, because I'm pretty sure we saw leftovers, but now we're now 3-1, which is cool, and let's go ahead and find another match. Once again, Absol did not get to come out, but hopefully it will this time. Okay, I might just lead Absol this time, depending on what happens. I want to play smart, though, that's the only problem. He actually has a Sableye this time, so I think Mew does the smarter lead, as he does lead off with the Sableye. And I'm just going to Volt Switch, I think. He could stay in, so that's the scary part. The thing is, if he stays in, then I can go hard land. I mean, if he switches out, then I can go hard landers anyway and get up my hazards, which I should not be doing anyway. So he does decide to protect. Okay. And I'm going to Volt Switch, because he's going to switch out into Chansey or something, or the Quagsire. Quagsire is a fine play, I guess, but he doesn't want to take crit Flare Cannons. He should go Chansey. He goes Quagsire, though, so that's probably not the right play in my opinion. Do we even have a way of beating this? I guess what we do is we Flare Cannon right here. I'm actually glad we missed right there, and now I'm going to go Mew on the Toxic, so now we get a Toxic off on him. And pretty much what we have to do right here is Nasty Plot up, like 3 times. And then we Genesis Supernova for the kill. You will die to Fire Blast, I think. That's annoying. Okay, we're going to go for the Fire Blast right now. As we did 71, and now he's going to protect. Alright, this kind of sucks. We're going to go hard. I don't think we have a way of breaking through the Quagsire. I'm just going to click X. This team does not do well against Stall at all. So unfortunately, we lose the Stall matchup right there. Unaware Quagsire just kind of messes up with our Mew, messes up with our Zygarde, and pretty much walls landorus-t as well, walls Blacephalon. This is a match that we can win with Scarf Blacephalon though, and I'm just going to lead Absol and try to knock something off. I might even put Iron Tail out here as an anti-lead for the Deontay. You guys should consider doing that too. Gearna is probably a better lead. He leads off with the Heatran. Volt Switch is fine. I think this is tough because I want to keep my Landorus healthy for his own Landorus. I could just stay in, but this is our main Deontay response. I'm gonna go hard Absol on the taunt, which is great because now we get to knock something off, which is pretty much mostly what Absol's gonna get to do right here. We get to knock off this Heatran and do see what its item is, leftovers. He goes for the Lava Plume, ideally no burn, which he doesn't even burn us. So now we're gonna knock off again, and he knocks us out, but we lowered the Heatran to a point where our Blacephalon can now click Shadow Ball a ton of times. Yeah, our Blacephalon can definitely win if I get these hazards up, which I'm gonna try to prioritize right now before the Deontay Mega evolves, because it doesn't look like he has hazard control, unless it is Defog landorus-t. So we're going to do that, and now we're going to go for the HP Ice. Yeah, we saw that he outsped us. I still want this healthy, still want that healthy. I'm just going to stay in. And ideally that Scarf damage, he did a lot more than us. No, we did a lot more than him. This is weird, why did he do 54, but we did 68. It's fine though, I'll go... I think Blacephalon pretty much wins at this point. We'll go for the Shadow Ball, unless Toxapex wants to switch in, not sure. Ideally stays in, trying to defog though. This should get to it KO'd after rocks, right? Yeah, definitely. And now we're going to Shadow Ball again, as he figures out that we're Choice Scarf, and now we don't even have to deal with the Toxapex. Celesteela's does the next play. We're definitely just going to stay in here and Shadow Ball. We get a crit. And he's probably going to protect right now. Yep. Now we're going to Shadow Ball again. I think we knock him out. That crit did a lot, 68, but our next one should be able to, 47, I think. And ideally, we just... Yeah, ideally he doesn't have Baneful Dunker on the Toxapex, and this just wins right now. He tries to double protect on us, and he actually... we actually don't knock him out, of course, but we get the Spidef drop, which is exactly what matters right now, because we get to knock him out. He might double out into Pex. This will get to it KO'd. +1. Yep. So we're going to Shadow Ball right now. Sacks the Heatran. Go with Toxapex. We might knock this out depending on stuff. But nope, he goes for the Scald and knocks us out. Now, what's our next way of winning? Our Mew kind of wins that now. So we're going to go out into this, and we're just going to Psychic first, and then we're going to Genesis Supernova the Landorus. Actually, we got a HP Ice off on it, so I don't think we have to. He goes hard Celesteela. We're going to Genesis Supernova right now. I'm not sure whether Psychic did it, but with the Genesis Supernova, we definitely knock him out with everything else. You will fall to Psychic right now if you're not Scarf. And if you are, then you don't knock us out anyway. And he's not, so great. And we'll see what his next play is. He goes Amoonguss, which is totally fine. I'm just going to Psychic right here. for the knockout. That crit probably did not matter. I was just going to go for the Psychic and take the game. So Absol did get to weaken the Heatran, which opened the door for our Mew and our Blacephalon late game, as you guys saw. So that worked out, and we are back in the 1700s, which is cool. Let's go ahead and we'll probably end it off right here. No, I'll find one more for you guys. I don't want to keep it too short. And we find a Vivillon team, so kind of glad we searched for one more. Watch me lose to the Vivillon now, just because I said that. I definitely will. Let's go ahead and lead off here with our Magearna, which is a great switch into this Mon. I'm just going to go for the Iron Head. You're Fairy type. No, you're Bug Flying. Alright. So we just lost our Superior switch in and our Lele switch in to Sleep. I'm going to go up Blacephalon, because if he's... Do we outspeed with Blacephalon? Yeah, we do. So the point is right here is if he Quiver Dances up, well, this works, but do I want to Fire Blast or do I want to Shadow? I'm going to Fire Blast, because he might stay in, which he does, and we're just going to knock that out. Now he's forced out into this Slowbro, or I guess you can go Victini. Victini would not be a bad play at all. You go Slowbro though, which is probably the better play, and now I'm just going to go right back out into our Magearna and attempt to... Ooh, never mind. I'm going to go Hard Absol. And force him to knock me out. This is alright. I'll go for the knockoff right here. Is this alright? We'll see if Absol wants to do a bit of damage. That should knock us out. Well, this is an interesting team. Alright, I think I know what we have to do. We have to go out into this. We can't touch him though, that's the problem. I'm going to go back out into Magearna. And now we're going to go back, and now we're going to go out into our... He wants to Trick Room up on me, that's the problem. We're going to go Blacephalon right now, as he's Scalded. I was really hoping on him Calm Minding right there. Because now I don't think we have a way of breaking through him. Wow. Slowbro is an underrated Mega. I'm going to go Zygarde. I probably should have Sucker Punched, in all honesty, on the... Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about Trick Room. I should have Sucker Punched with my Absol, but... yeah, we're just going to lose to the Slowbro right here, so... Interesting last game. I'm just going to 1,000 arrows. Maybe if we crit him. I know we live one Scald, probably. We'll see if he has Ice Beam. I'm not even going to calc it. I just have to crit 1,000 arrows and then crit Extreme Speed, and then maybe something can happen. He actually just crits us, so that's totally alright. We weren't going to win this anyway. I'm just going to click X right there and end it off. So we should still be in the 1700s after that, but Absol did open the gateway for our win cons to sweep in that second to last match right there. So not the most... not the best showcase of Absol, but it did do some work for sure. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, if you guys are new, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It would really help me reach my 2018 goal of 4 digits, so that would be cool. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.